Hey guys, here we are back with another installation video, this time for the Fitbit Versa 2. Depending on which kit you got, it may have come with a small bottle of application solution. If not, I'll show you how to make it at home, and it's pretty easy. First, prepare a cup of clean water. Then, add about half a teaspoon of dish soap, and stir. We're going to be using this cup of solution to dip the film in, but if you have one of these spray bottles, you can also put the solution in there. Make sure that your device is turned off. Next, use the microfiber cloth to clean the Fitbit Versa 2 screen. Make sure that all dust and fingerprints are out of the way. Here's a side tip. You can use a piece of tape to pick up any remaining specks of dust. If you have one of these lint rollers at home, you can use that too. The next step is to take one of the screen protectors and peel it off the backing paper. Now it comes off just like a sticker. You may notice that the film is blurry or hazy. This is normal. The film is designed to activate once we add application solution to it. Once it starts drying, it will dry clear, and I will show you guys that at the end of this video. Next, go ahead and dip the film in the solution in its entirety, including your fingers. This will help prevent fingerprints from forming while you're doing the installation. If you're using a spray bottle, go ahead and place the film on your fingers and spray the adhesive side. Turn it over, spray the top side. Whether you're dipping it or spraying it with application solution, make sure that you shake off any excess liquid. We're now going to take the Fitbit Versa 2 and place the screen protector on there. Now, as you can see, while the film is still wet, I can move the screen protector around almost freely. This will allow me to center the screen protector as much as possible. At this point, you can also use that to push out any bubbles. You do that by holding one side like this and just kind of using your finger to kind of gently glide to push out any bubbles there, and doing on the other side. Now, if you move the film, you can just go ahead and slide it back into place. You can also use the included application card to smooth out the surface of the screen using light pressure. And again, if you lose center position, just go ahead and slide the film back into place. The goal is to have the film as flat as possible before it starts to dry. You may notice that the sides and the corners are lifted. This is normal. That's because of the Fitbit Versa 2's curved design. I'll show you guys how to deal with that. If you're having a problem getting the film to stick or the sides and corners, it just means that the film is still too wet. The film is designed to become more tacky or sticky the more dry that it gets. So all we need to do is just wait a few minutes and let it dry. Now it's been about 10 minutes, and as you can see, the film is starting to dry, and I can no longer slide the film around. However, if you look, the sides and corners are still lifting, and I'm going to try to push it down. As you can see, it lifts back up. So that means it's still a little too wet. So we're just going to set it back down and let it dry. Alright, so it's been about 25 minutes since the last step, and as you can see, the corners are starting to stick down. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my thumbs to stick the corners onto the screen. Working the corners and the sides. Now, if you're still having trouble getting the film to stick at this point, just remember that the film is designed to be less sticky the more wet it is. So all you need to do is to just let it dry. So just go ahead and hold the corners down for a few seconds. And if you see some parts of it are still lifting, just go ahead and hold it down with your thumbs for about a few seconds. And just hold the corners down just for good measure. If you see any more large bubbles at this point, just go ahead and push them out. Working your way from the center out to the sides. And if you have a corner or side that's lifting up like that, just go ahead and push it back down again. Hold it for a few seconds. And there you go. As you can see, there are still some micro bubbles and some haziness under the film. This is normal. It will go away in about a few hours and most likely completely disappear in 1 or 2 days. So at this point, you're pretty much done with the installation. We just need to wait for the film to cure. So just set it back down and let it dry. Okay, so it is now the morning of the following day, and the film is pretty much stuck on there. But as you can see, there's some streaks over here. That's just basically dried up application solution. So we're just going to go ahead and clean that up. And here it is. You might still see some micro bubbles, like that one over there. But those usually go away in about a couple days. I'll show you guys the finished results at the end of the video. And I hope you guys find this video helpful. And thank you. Have a nice day.